But I believe that Los will make things a bit easier, and indeed will start. As I thought of Los as like a particularly deadly shield team, in particular Nux a long time, while he off. And so it's an understanding that even if it seems in theory highly visible, from the angle that players always approach it at, not visible whatsoever. At the beginning, Dark Eyes gets the first pick with a shotgun, taking down Gotti in the 90 hallway. TX next up on deck. Rockstar might find one fighting in CCTV in general inside of CC at the moment, though with Perez around the corner. Can use that Soliton scanner, can use some...
You can feed it to Dash. Dash hasn't got the greatest chance to affect onto that. Instead, Perez is just going to straight up go for it. He's going to be able to find exactly what he needs to know. Can call the diffuser as clear for Dash.
Moves the Thorn inside of the site. 50% already gone. Dash will fall off and spot him, but Rockstar good for it. Massive 3v5 from 4 angry men right out. Know that somebody's outside the window. Open up. Oh, just sees the head. With this trigger discipline, spots him. Great play.
Inside Assault Lake, that much is for certain. Perez still can operate inside Rockstar, just a little bit less effective.
Oh, DMR shot sailing straight through small office. I thought that might have found Rockstar. Instead, it's Darsley who goes down behind him. Smoke still using utility, all of it utilized at basically the halfway point. TX finding a massive couple kills. I don't even know how he found those. He gets 3 as them. Him nor God, you want to make this first move. Gotta cover Dash, he puts it down, wide swing around the corner, just barely dodged the headshot, but TX good for the... TX might have to drop. The sound cue will go out, and the Bandit decides to wait. Nux coming off the diffuser, has to find this kill. Flashbang dodged by the Bandit, and all 5 for TX. It's another clutch for 4am.
What a massive play. Dark Eyes, hot on his tail. Dash playing on that blitz as well. Oh, just turns the back for a second, but activates on the Banshee. Lider tried to turn around and make something happen, but Dark Eyes still just a little bit quicker there.
C4 triggered right as Dark Eyes gets the second kill. I was very confused. Even though inside a workshop might be the end of Dark Eyes if this IQ isn't careful. This blitz isn't either. Ooh, they do not know. ROU projector provides some coverage. The IQ should go down. Will the blitz fall off the defuse plant or will he die to that C4? Got control of the diffuser, information on one player outside of the window, but everyone from Los consolidates, and they put their first attack on the board.
Really looked like a bit of a light. Something happened that way, and as soon as you pick up 3 kills, it's going to be relatively easy.
Tight, I'm just stopping that from happening. Mirror window, inside a 90 flashbang will go out. So I was going to say, I feel like we'll see some kind of Selma charge placed on the wall. Yes, we will, though. That angle on Armory. He has this drone looking at the Thorn, but I really would want to send Dark...
But Dark Eyes is thinking about a bit of a rotate round as well now. Thorn now targeted by the Deimos. C4 ripped and sent out, but Gotti chooses to play in front of his mirror window. Rockstar will be credited with the kill onto Perez. Full defenders to track on that death mark, but he's not going to need a track for that one. Just a yellow ping, but still isn't able to land the shot. Darsley, you've got to...
I'll give you another shot. That is, honestly, great sportsmanship from Darsley. Maybe not the best strategic move. TX domes one outside on Armory balcony, but gets down in the process. I was about to talk about how spotted by this remaining Deathmark tracker should give Nux the security to go for the defuse plant. Indeed it will. Dark Eyes now moving to the cutoff on metal stairs, and we will move into the post plant with barely any shots fired. An excellent pinch by Los to round things out. We are all tied up at 4.
I'll go for it again.
Surely not. Well, you did. And we'll see what happens, at least going forward. Dark Eyes good for 2. Got the F2. Look at this gap. He's found with the Razor Bloom triggered, and somebody in the 90 hallway trying to get the aggressive, but Lida again falls. The broader advantage for Nuts as both seem to be placed, if not destroyed. Ooh! Great play by Gotti right there, I believe. Impact Grenadier is taken down as the other Dokupi call goes out as well. How much value will they find? Perez looking to land a pre-fire around the corner. Will down Rockstar.
Getting these kills out though, isn't he? It's not good enough that he finds himself one, finds himself act. He's essentially baiting and making it really work quite well for him. Thinking about committing to a drop, going to send out some smoke there just to assist. Nux he can start to try and get this plant down.
Angles, you got the Solus around the corner. Dark Eyes cutting off the main rotation. Perez, potentially 2 aces in one game right now if they let Perez get active just around the corner. Ace number 2 on border. And go around. So a lot of good value on that Razor Bloom. And again, it might seem simple or strange, but clearly unanticipated. Otherwise would have or otherwise 4am would have liked. Swing around the corner. Gotti's just not winning that. It's not a real possibility. It could be 4 in a row for Los at this point if they can convert this kill, though. Lida with a huge...
A couple of players ready and waiting to jump in on him. Finds one onto Dash, but Perez elsewhere is still seeing success. He's got control of Break Room now, but he doesn't have a great deal of HP to speak of. Nux is also looking pretty low, but Lida just gives himself up.
Marish. Direct information on one, spots him, tags him up through the wall as Daffo finishes him off. TX in a 1v2. 5 of his kills came early on this half. Now he's got to get 2 to tie things up. Spots 1, but can't land the kill on 1 HP. He's
attack this time. Let me get what they do. On defense, remember they have pulse, office, stakes, and break.
Default. Nós lembra dos comportamentos da default de subir de solis lá, mirar o play e garantir o plant falando da porta do PP, da vertical da porta do PP.
7M to wild card, taking a bit freeze, but definitely in hindsight, if we see just some good conversions from...
He's going to be able to get a couple of scans out there. He's going to track Perez at the moment. We all know that Perez is going to be likely playing upside, inside of CCT. Still with some Razor Blooms in pocket as well, so he can still keep himself safe here. Perez finds one onto Lida though. Gotti. Good for the trade out there onto Dash, but Dark Eyes.
Alternate angle, but the defender's tucked in around the corner. Nux even still has a C4 though. Oh, never mind. Nux no longer has a C4. Before Angry Men, and with one player around the corner, spotted the last second, trying to find the next. God, he gets one, but the ace down as well. It's 4am with the advantage, but can Dark Eyes find the 1v2? Flashbang goes out. Neither player somehow... But think about just maybe even taking the fight, going for a pre-fire. No, instead we'll start around the corner. Gotti might swing from metal, finds him through the wall, and 4am pick up their first on attack. As Lida looks beyond just the side itself to try and gain some information on where these defenders are playing, where he can direct Rockstars he decides to do. We'll spot him as the Monty moves in for the pressure. Dark Eyes in a really tricky spot as the C4 bounces around the corner, but it takes down the Monty. Might just find the Sens as well, but no! I mean, they do find him, but it's not even the Cade.
Rockstar pushed too far ahead, or should have just backed up a little bit. Either way, it isn't looking great. With it, isn't going to get the glimpse there onto Dark Eyes. Eventually will. That's some good information exchange. Lida down there on the Soliton scanner, able to swap that information about, but does take a good bit of damage there from Dash. You might know where Dash is, but you don't know where Daffo is. It looks like the final kill is going to come in as well here. Nux just cleaning things up on that top floor, and Lost looking far more in control here on that defense.
I remember seeing an Oryx in SAO, and it might have been Los that did it.
It was told, Eden said it in his timeout, didn't he? He said, look, we're going to play on corridor. Perez still inside of CCTV. He's even got a deployable shield to go back onto. Dark Eyes eventually will be downed there, but not before Lida's downed as well.
Now, Rockstar finished off in the process. 5v3, 5v2 at the moment for 4am. Confirmed once Lida's taken down. Big trade with the DMR, but Dash, good for some kind of multi-kill. Maybe not 3. But 2 in his hands with the TCSG, and that's what TX has to find now. It would have to be all 3. Ooh, corner get an angle through that soft wall.
Daffo and Dash not wanting to give up this upstairs control. Are they going to let this plank go down here? Certainly looks like it's being stuck. Eventually going to hit that drop, but it is going to be a little bit too late. Nice shots being fired there by TX, but he's put himself in a really tough spot now because he has to try and hold on to the kit as well as get the 2 kills, and he knows that he's now going to get pushed.
Is that even assuming the window's the best position, it's still a bad position in that spot. I don't think there was anywhere... Perez just isn't playing there. Oh, it is a wide swing by Daffo. He's able to light one up, but Perez facing RU projector, doing some heavy lifting right there. Finally, somebody hops in, but Perez still gets the kill on Lida. Survives everything in the 6 right now. Party wants him to bottom floor. Diffuser not in his possession. Instead, it is
If you can find a couple of quick kills, he knows at least where Perez is going to be hiding. But honestly, with the way he's played, I fancy him for the last as well. What a shot to close out Border and to close out the series here. Lost will be the final team here.
Border, unbelievable stuff from Perez. Dark Eyes also with 11 in kills, but excellent, excellent work. We'll have a lot more right after.
On to phase 2. I'm here with Perez after this win. We heard from Dash yesterday that after your loss, that you guys just were not warm. Looked like you were pretty warm today.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday it was a strange game for us. We were not like warm. We were playing like poorly. I don't know. We were not playing like we used to. So today we talked and then we played like we showed on the Sol.
Are we going to see more of this in phase 2 as you guys take to the stage and look ahead at a whole nother group of opponents?
Yeah, definitely. This is our goal. We know that yesterday we didn't play like we should, but today we played, so that's it. Let's see you on stage 2.
All right, congratulations. We'll see Los as they move on to phase 2. Time that we've seen China compete on the international stage. I know obviously you have some international experience. What has it been like? How do you feel like it's gone overall?
Honestly, to be honestly, I didn't think we were gonna like actually win the match because we don't have any experience. I'm not here to be a player, so I didn't expect it. But we played quite well today. I mean, not the last game, but so I'm kind of happy today.
Amazing. And we heard from Lida that he said that your leadership has been really helpful to this team. What has it been like in your shoes, having teaching this team what it's like to compete against all these other regions?
Sorry, can I ask you about the intense of the...
Sure. Like as a leader, what has it been like for you to have the experience that you have with these players who maybe don't have that experience?
Sorry, I mean like one more time, please. I mean,
No, it's okay.
I don't know what should I say.
No, that's okay.
Can you give me some example?
Sure. You don't have to say anything. I think what your boys want to tell you is that how much they appreciate you and all the leadership that you've done for this team. Right, guys? Yeah. Amazing. Well, thank you so much. We hope to see 4am at more events down the line, guys.
Thank you very much, Jonah.
Here. So this is going to be, of course, the bracket that we've played so far up until this point. This has been phase 1. Quite straightforward. You only lose and go home or win and qualify based off a best of 3. And that seems fairly fair to me. So we've had Enterprise, Falcons, Shopify Rebellion and Los all qualified into stage 2. And everyone else...